Does your job bring you joy? Does your work or your career cause you to follow your passion? If not, consider a career change. Did you know that 3/4 of your life is spent working? That's 50 days on average a year spent doing whatever job you do. If that job doesn't bring you passion or joy, you are doomed to give up and fail. Because statistics have shown time and time again, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you will give up and just be mediocre. I'm going to take time to read to you a quote that Steve Jobs said at an interview one time. They asked him a few questions, and this was his reply. People say that you have to have a lot of passion for what it is you're doing. And it's true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It is really hard when you do it. It is really hard when you do it over a sustained period of time. If you don't love it, if you aren't having fun doing it and you don't really love it, you're going to give up. Oftentimes, it is the ones who are successful who love what they do, so they can persevere when it got really tough. The ones who didn't love it quit. Who would put up with this stuff if you didn't really love it? If you don't love it, you're going to fail. And that's Steve Jobs. And that's true. If you don't love what you do, you're going to fail at it. If you don't have a passion at what you're doing for a living, you are going to give up. Because if you don't feel appreciated, if you don't feel on fire, if you don't feel in love with your job, then you're not going to do it with passion. If you're not going to do it with passion, you're not going to endure the hardships that come your way. Now, I'm not saying that when you do your dream job that there's not going to be adversity. Don't over-romanticize the perfect job. Even when you're following your passion and doing what you love doing, there's still going to be hurdles. There's still going to be problems to solve, and all those issues are still going to be there. But if you're following your passion, if you really, really, really love what you do, then you are going to persevere. You are going to thrive when you hit those challenges. Those are the challenges that are going to cause you to grow stronger and stronger and more passionate. You're going to rise to the challenge, and you're going to be filled with joy when you face those challenges because it's something you truly enjoy and love doing. So don't just settle for a job to just work, pay bills, and die. Follow your passion. Do what you love. It's been said, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Because when you're doing what you love doing, what brings you passion, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like your life. Because it is your life. No one should live in dual realities, your work life and your home life. One way at work, another way at home. When you're doing what you love, work is an extension of who you are. What you love doing and your calling, your career, whatever you want to call it, is an extension of who you are. It's part of your being. And then you no longer have this duality of existence, but you exist solely together. So like Steve Jobs said, because he's dead now, but what he said was, if you don't really love what you do, you will fail. You will give up. Who's going to put up with this stuff if you don't love doing what you're doing? So that's my challenge to you today, is to follow through and find a career that brings you passion and go after it. Don't let fear stand in your way. Don't let what other people think of you stand in your way. Go forth and do what you love doing. That's my challenge to you today. So I want you to comment below, what is the career, the job, the calling that you've always wanted to do, that you've been afraid to do, and what step are you going to take to make that a reality? Comment below. I look forward to reading them. You all have a blessed day.